Hi everybody, welcome back to the Sipsco Coast. Here we are. We're back. Satansville, Bagelsville, Satansville, and now Clown Town, which is taking shape right on the sort of crease. What do you call this bit here of Brown Dong Bay? And we now have a big interchange up here to help us get traffic flowing this way and that way and every way. Great. Things are looking pretty good so far in Sipsco Coast. I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. I'm not sure if it works 100% efficiently or even 50% efficiently, but who cares? As long as it looks kind of cool, right? That's like the main thing. Well, it's the main thing for me anyway. Great. Okay, so today we want to actually get this sewage treatment stuff sorted out. How are we doing for sewage treatment? We're doing all right, actually. We want to build some of these big boys here, and these big boys apparently have to go on the coast. I didn't realize that. I mean, the picture's right there. Literally, that thing is in the water, and it's got these two little cylinder things sort of not in the water. I'm just used to other games where you don't have to build them on the coast, I guess. I just assumed it would be a case of building them inland, but no. So we're going to have to find a nice place on the coast for them. Maybe at the tip here. Maybe we can make this, well, it's like nice and straight here. Maybe we could build a couple here, and maybe we can then have some incinerators and stuff. We need some garbage incinerators. We can have like maybe a little like service area. I don't know if it's going to relieve like all of the pollution building these here, but we'll try anyway. So let's build. Well, they're 15,000. How much do they cost to maintain? They cost $640 a week. And what do they actually do? They drain capacity is 160,000 megaliters a week. I don't know. What are we up to in terms of treatment? We are draining 600,000 a week right now. So we need to build, probably three or four of these so that we can get rid of the outflow pipes, which are causing all the pollution in Brown Dog Bay. All right, well, let's start with 3 and then see how we go. So we want to have them, like, we're going to build a road next to this as well. So let's have a couple, like, just next to each other here, and then we'll build a road, like, along the back, and then connect it all up with power. Look, I always do stuff while the game is running because I like to make money in the background. Look. What is going on over there? Stop it. Stop digging away. I'm busy. I'm trying to sort out all this pollution. Jesus, Clown Town. I mean, still no horn, it's got to be said. Or fireworks and balloons, but the dinging is... Well, there's a building on fire as well. I guess that is that's the hospital again. Why does the hospital keep catching fires? It just like... No, it's... Well, I mean, the coverage around here is not amazing, actually. The fire coverage in Clown Town is not amazing. Let us rectify that with a little fire. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's much better. Hopefully the hospital... The hospital in Clown Town has burnt down twice now. That's bad. I mean, nobody's going to want to move here. Having said that, though, people are moving here, and these are upgrading. Oh, another thing that I need to look at as well, and I won't get too sidetracked, is apparently commercial causes noise pollution when it's right next to residential. I did not realize that. We'll have to look in that and see. But again, I think I'm just used to like other city builders where that's not the case. Normally, you'd put commercial in between residential and industrial, right? That's normally how it works. I guess we should hook this up with power anyway to begin with. Let's have a power line stretching from... This is going to look bad. We'll get rid of these power lines after a while, actually. We don't want power lines right along the coast like this because it doesn't look amazing. But for now, we want to power this up. Do we want it to... Yeah, we want it to connect, like, here. Okay. So that's powered up now, and then we just got to pipe it, too. Need to pipe these up to the grid, the water grid. The Waterworks company, of course, for the Sipsco Coast are going to be thrilled. We're going to run the pipes alongside the highway, because that, to me, just seems like a really awesome idea, so we don't have to, like, dig up the foundations of the highway, because that would be bad, right? I mean, just to get to some pipes, you have to, like, remove a whole section of highway. I think that would be terrible. Okay, let's see how we do now if we decommission these things, and we're going to have to get our old pal in here to help us. I don't think we can do this. We're going to get old Pencil Dick in here to slowly turn these things off. And see how it goes. Wow, geez, where's this? Is this Bagelsville? It's not. It is Satansville. Satansville are about to lose their ritual blood trickling into the bay as we turn all these things off. And there's going to be a huge outcry, but it's tough, Satansville, okay? You can't just have your own way all the damn time. I'll make it up to you as well, somehow. I'm sure I can. So sewage treatment is okay. We're going to have to build another one of these to cope. But at least there's not just a ton of pollution seeping into the bay here. So hopefully that'll clear up in time. It'll probably take a good 100, 200 years for all of this to clear up. But look, already you can see, look, it's already sort of going, oh, that is so cool. Look at that. It's like just sort of drifting away. So hopefully this whole patch of pollution, which is now sort of stretched all along here as well, it'll just sort of form into a big circle and then slowly just go out to sea and maybe end up in some other country so we never have to deal with it again. That would be nice, wouldn't it? All right, these are switched off and no longer needed, so we're going to destroy them because we don't want them here wrecking up the coast for Satansville. And just to make things right with Satansville, and this was pointed out to me as well, and apparently did not notice, I was looking for this. This is the Satansville Sacrificial Park. No Satansville is complete without a Satansville Sacrificial Park, it's got to be said. And of course, they need it over here too, because look at this. This whole area could really use a Sacrificial Park. We are going to make this look nice as well. We're going to put it right on the roundabout, and then we're going to clear some of this. What is going on with this road? How come I can't? Okay, that'll work. We'll have it right here, okay? Now, let's come out of here and admire. Wow. Look at that. I mean, no, like I was saying, no Satansville is complete without this. Just utterly crazy. Look at that. It's got the pentagram. It's got blood stains. It's got a sacrificial altar here as well so that the Satanist priests can turn up and, of course, slit the throats of baby goats and ravens. Do they... Is that a thing, or am I thinking of the vanishing of Ethan Carter, the whole Raven thing? Is it a Satan thing, or is it an Ethan Carter thing? Or are they the same thing? Ethan Carter turns out to actually be Satan. So there we go. All right, we now have a sacrificial park. We want to, I think we want to spruce this area up a bit as well. So we're going to have to kick out the neighbors. Oh, I'm going to try this too. Apparently, oh yeah, look at that. You can right-click to get rid of these. You don't have to use the dezoning tool. Oh, that's a lot easier. Thanks for all the tips, as usual, everybody. Really appreciate it. Okay, so we want to get in here now, and we want to build, I say dirt paths. I think dirt paths are going to be the way to go. We want to make it so that people can get to this park from over here via a winding dirt path as well. This is going to be nice. All right, so it's going to wind like this. It has to have a full winding feature because it'll be... Along the way, we'll have like a statue of Dracula and like sort of like a animatronic Frankenstein said, "Welcome to the sacrificial," and then you have to sort of go through this whole thing like haunted house style. Remember when you were a kid, if you lived in North America and people converted their garages into haunted houses? This is what I'm going for here for the sacrificial park. I think it's got something that no other park has, and that's well, the bloodstains everywhere. Although I'm sure there's parts of like, I don't know, like Philadelphia or whatever parks in the hood or whatever that have bloodstains near or on them as well. I'm sure that that's probably the case, but in the case of the Sipsco Coast, maybe not so much. All right, we'll have some bushes. Look, we'll mark the entrance to the park with two little bushes, and there's also this entrance here that people seem to be using actually. It's quite nice because it's connecting to the park, but it's also connecting to this side of the neighborhood so that people can use this path, go for a little jog, and get over here. Wow, it's really busy. Oh, listen to that. I think we're going to go for palm trees in here too. We're going to go for the nice palm trees. We're just going to sort of dot them around a little bit too. Really spruce this place up, make it look all nice like, and then the people of Satansville will have nothing to complain about. Look. Let's just shove a palm tree in this dude's backyard, whether he likes it or not. Hey, happy birthday. We planted a palm tree in your backyard. He loves it. Excellent. Okay, we'll get a couple more along here too, so that when people turn up... Oh, look at that. That is looking fantastic. I don't know about you guys. It's a large bush. Whoa, that is a huge bush. All right, look at this. We're going to get these big bushes like along here so that people actually have to come into the park. to enjoy it. They can't just like stand on the outskirts and peek into it. And of course, we'll also sort of barricade this guy's backyard view from the park too. We don't want any of these people sort of getting the most out of the park from the comfort of their own home. They have to get off their lazy asses and come to the park. That is the rule, okay? And that's going to be my next slogan as mayor of this fine region, this whole region. Get off your asses and come to the park. Look at how many people are in here right now. My God. The Satansville Sacrificial Park is currently host to 35 visitors last week and 6 tourists who have come from far and wide. They even bring their dogs. We can call this the Devil Dog. We just renamed that dog Devil Dog, which is great. And of course, there's a guy here doing push-ups as well. It's Sophie White. Okay, Sophie White is inside the Satansville Sacrificial Park. There, great. Wow, look at that. Holy shit. That looks so cool. Thank you very much for making that. I can't remember your name, sadly, because, like I said a while ago, I'm terrible with names. Hey, look at this. Great. Okay, the traffic is flowing. We don't have any huge sort of pile-ups of cars, so that's nice. It looks like buildings are burning down left, right, and center, which isn't the best. Oh, look, there's been a casualty in Bagelsville. That's fine. We can check the coverage. It's not incredible. The coverage in Bagelsville is not incredible. Wow, Bagelsville is really big, isn't it? I don't remember making it this big and like spread out. I like this park in the middle, though. It's really nice. All right, we're going to get another little fire station down here just to cover this sort of bottom part of Bagelsville. Okay, the people of Bagelsville are pretty happy now. And the people on the sort of southern... Is this south? Does this constitute south? I think it might, actually. These people are going to be pretty angry, too, because of the lack of fire coverage. We're going to shove another fire station right in here to cover these people as well. And not so much these people, because it doesn't really matter. While we're here, too, just in case the cemetery starts to get out of control, we are going to make the great... What should we call this one? Because we had the Clowntown Burner. We can probably shove this here, because it looks like somebody's built a house, like, off the road in Bagelsville. No, I mean, that's living. Look at that. Look at all the parking this person has. They got, like, their own field in front of the... All right, well, listen. I mean, you had your fun. But, obviously, this goes against the city building code. So we're actually going to build a crematorium on top of your house. And I think we're going to call this the Bagelsville Grill. There we go. I mean, it could be bar and grill, but, I mean, you ever made a bagel on a grill before? There you go. Now we can burn up all those dead bodies. We don't have to worry about housing them in the graveyards. Excellent. Okay, so the people of Bagelsville are now pretty happy too. So Satansville has had some love with the Sacrificial Park. Bagelsville also has had a little bit of love. Man, it's been a while since we've been back to Donutsville. Donutsville is going to get its own sort of unique brand of love as soon as I can figure out sort of a way to do it. Now, somebody was saying that Pretzel Balls Junction is going to become a huge problem soon because it's really the only way from this highway into the actual city. It's going to get really clogged up really quickly. So his suggestion is to potentially have on and off ramps further down here to get into some of these districts, like over here and over here. So we're going to have to figure out something clever for Donutsville. Also, we're going to want to connect up one of these roads here back to the main road, I think. So we're going to encase Donutsville in between two highways, which will be nice. I mean, the city or the district of Donutsville, I guess you could call it, will prosper as a result because it'll be flanked by two highways. Great. Look at that. Just as I say that now, there's like a huge traffic jam here on the Final Fantasy VII Memorial Off-Ramp system. Okay, fine. I said we weren't going to sidetrack. Of course, we have sidetracked massively. Look at the pollution. Yeah, Brown Dong Bay is like almost half not brown. Oh my god, it's really made a difference getting rid of those outflow pipes. That's fantastic. Is there any pollution coming from these things? They are working, the water treatment plants, and we should be well within the... Yeah, okay, sewage treatment is good. It could be better. We could build another one of these. It doesn't necessarily have to be here either. This is fine for now. Okay, great. So we want to have... I feel like we want to have like a road that comes down this way. Now, the question is, do we want it to be elevated? Do we want to elevate this road, this highway? And I feel like I feel like no, it probably doesn't actually need to be elevated at this point, because I think this is just going to go out to like some suburb or whatever. And of course, there's going to be a way to access this like service area that we're going to build as well. Let's keep some space in between, because it's nice to do that. And we'll just sort of quickly and carefully... No, we don't want to do that. We want it to sort of curve around like this. What a splendid curve. That's a nice curve. Okay, great. It'll curve up like that, and then it can just connect up to there. It doesn't look perfect, but we have that space in between, so it's fine. Okay, excellent. Now, we want to get some... I think we can go for two-way roads down here. We want to have two-way roads, so we want to make it... Even though you don't need road access to these, we want to make it look like you do, because it just looks a little bit more realistic that way, I think. So we want to get this, like, as sort of right as we can. And that looks about right. There. See, the whole thing is like elevated up, and now people can access these gigantic vats of... I don't know. It just looks... I've never zoomed in this close, and actually I'm immediately regretting it. I feel like I want to zoom out straight away. Okay, I have zoomed out. All right, so we have this in here. We said we needed some garbage incinerators. How are we doing for power? Electricity... We could probably do with getting an oil power plant. I mean, we could build a... Oh, actually, we have solar. Solar produces 160 megawatts, as oil produces 120. All right, let's whack a couple of these bastards in here, too. We've got the money, and we can do it. We're going to harness the power of the sun and convert it to clean energy. Solar power plant is green choice, but costs a lot. Okay, fine. Thankfully, we can afford a lot, so that's fine. Right, so getting back to this then, we want to have, we want to make this sort of a, yeah, like a service area, right? So we want to get at least one of these things in here. Look at how big they are. Jeez. It's got to be placed on a road. There is literally a road right here. Okay, great. So this can be placed here. Wonderful. And that should connect up to the rest of the grid. So our power should be through the roof, which is nice. And then we can get a two-way where these can be two-way because of what we're accessing down here, the traffic isn't going to be crazy. I mean, we're going to build some incinerators and stuff. We can maybe build them like up here, sort of. So it's going to get polluted around here, but hopefully not too much in the bay. And then we can make like a marina and stuff, right? A marina? Is everybody feeling the marina? I am definitely feeling a marina. Okay, so Incineration Plant, we'll build a couple of these out here. Actually, let's leave room so that we can get another one of these big guys in here. Is that going to fit? Is the big guy going to fit in here now? Will the big guy fit? Yes, the big guy fits perfectly. And then we can get some incineration plants up here, up along here. Okay, great. So we'll get 3. We'll start with 3. We'll get the incineration status up a bit. We have to hook it up with water, which isn't a problem because it's really close by. Here. Excellent. And we'll also sort of just do something like this as well, just to cover the whole area. Great. So our incineration status has shot up a little bit. That's nice. Of course, the garbage trucks can't actually go anywhere right now. Which way is this going? This goes this way. So this has to go up and over and around. Okay, that's fine. So we'll have a ramp to do that. So page up. Just to get it up and over, and then we want to probably use this so that we can do something like this. Here we go. And then it can come back down like that. There. And now it should be able to. Yeah, here they go. There comes the entire army of garbage trucks heading into the city using the new junction. Look at that. Woo! The big Cloverleaf Junction. They can get into the city and they can go all the way up using the highway. And they can go and rescue people from their garbage nightmares. Are they having a garbage nightmare? It appears that maybe they are having a garbage nightmare because the landfills are filling up. The thing is now is with all of these incineration plants, we can start getting rid of these landfills. We'll start emptying them out and getting rid of them, and then we'll just replace them with incineration plants. So we'll have a couple over here, and Trashland will probably stay intact, but it'll be a lot less, and we'll probably hook it straight up to the highway rather than up to here, and I think that'll be good. Great. Oh my god, look at the traffic flowing, and also bottlenecking a lot too. But mostly flowing, right? Am I right when I say that? I feel like I am, actually. I need to get the mod where I can just get rid of all these burnt down buildings. Because there's quite a few. But it's not too bad. Oh my god. It's happening, guys. Look, all of the pollution is slowly seeping away. Look, oh god, the coast is going to look so nice. It's going to be the coast with the most. And especially so once these 2-lane roads get upgraded to have trees on them too. Look at this. Are you guys ready for this? Because this is going to be fantastic. Look. Oh, look at the coastal road. Look at this coastal road. Oh, look at this coastal road. It's going to look so nice with trees. They're not even like proper trees. Normally coastal roads have like palm trees, depending on like what part of the world you live in. But not here. No, no. They're going to have, oh my god. With all the pollution, look, some of them turned a bit brown. Oh my god. Well, the pollution will leave soon, and then they'll turn back to green, and it'll be beautiful once again. So we have this like nice coast road that's sort of decorated now with trees. Oh god, that looks spiffy. That really does look spiffy. Look, everybody is clamoring to get down here. There's a little bit of crime. A crime has taken place at the home of the stuff store, which is not the best, really, but there you go. Okay, so we need a way for before I forget, we also need a way for these services to get back to where they're going. And that, of course, is going to happen probably something like, literally, I think it's just going to be like this, because I think that's probably fine, actually. We want to have the curve, too, so that we can sort of, let's restart this so we can have the curve. Look, all these garbage trucks are like, huh? How do we get back to base, boss? Well, don't worry, guys. Don't stress about it. Look, there's a way in this way and there's a way out that way so that we don't cause like too much traffic. And while we're here, I think we could probably just get another incineration plant. That should be fine. Or 2, actually. Let's get 2 more. Just to really get things going. We're really going to take out the trash in a major way in this city now. And that'll be the campaign slogan for my next term of re-election. Taking out the trash, 1 bag at a time. And that'll do it for me. I think that'll win me the whole thing. All right, great. So a couple of things have been done then. We made the water treatment plants. We've made this whole little service area. We've got a way into it, and we got a way out of it as well. We can make on-ramps to go this way when we expand out this way. But for now, people or whatever's happening here, and it's mainly just the garbage incineration, they need to get into the city this way, and they need to get back to base this way, and they can do that. So that's fine. We can also maybe think about, well, we could put some industry in here because there's demand for it, but I think we want to just leave this really service oriented. So, you know, power plants, things that we don't want a lot of traffic. I mean, it doesn't matter with these things at all, actually, because there's nothing being delivered to any of these. But it's say if we did make an oil power plant, we'd want to place an oil power plant in here because we need oil deliveries. And the thing is, if we had an oil power plant in here, depending on how the traffic is that day, it could be a case where the delivery truck can't make it to the oil power plant, and then the whole city has a blackout. And I don't know about you guys, but a blackout terrifies me, and I don't want to subject the fine residents of the Sitsko coast to any of that jazz. It's got to be said. Great. Look at this. We got... this is Clowntown High. And it's, of course, has like a theme song like Bayside did and everything. But you can never hear this theme song because, of course, this Clowntown High is directly next to a highway that has no sound barriers. So, of course, everybody is very upset about it. Can I actually upgrade these to have sound barriers? I can't upgrade this type, apparently. Is it because it's raised or is it because it's too... No, I can't. I think they have to be down on the ground. I don't think you can upgrade them when they're up. Yeah, see? So we can have sound barriers on... we can actually have... We can upgrade all of our ramps to have sound barriers, and then they would just be full highways. But then I think it would affect the way that the cars path into the lanes and stuff like that. See, currently, none of these people want to turn off until here. So they use the middle lane, they come all the way up, and then they get into this rightmost lane and then get off. But that means that anyone coming on here has... sort of right away to the lane before they turn in, so it works. But if it was like a three-lane highway connecting up to here, they would try to get into all the different lanes, and I think it would just cause like a bit of a traffic problem in itself. So I think for that, I think the on-ramps are okay, actually. Great. Okay, this is looking nice. What are we going to call this area over here? Because now, well, Brown Dong Bay isn't really Brown Dong Bay anymore, is it? It's more like Blue Dong Bay, because it's actually looking pretty nice at this point. Do we want to quickly, like, just take a look at policies and stuff like that while we're, just before, like, we wrap up? Do we want to see, like, if... Well, I think one thing that we could do for sure is we could get the smoke detector distribution out into Disney World, Florida. So this is district policies for Disney World, Florida only. So if we say smoke detector distribution, we can make citizens' lives safer and the fire department's job easier by installing smoke detectors in buildings. No more will poor cooking skills lead to house fire. I don't know what they're cooking in Disney World, Florida, but there seem to be a lot of fires, so let's do it. Anything that helps, right? It's going to cost a little bit of money as well. Look at that. Our money is instantly just like shot down and continues to shoot down to well below. Wow, God, we might actually go in the red off the back of this. Is it ever going to level out? Possibly. It's still dropping by like hundreds. Well, it's really... Have you distributed the... Okay, it's climbing back up now. All right, so I guess the smoke detectors have been distributed to Disney World, Florida. But that should mean that there's less fires now, right? Which is a good thing. We're going to have to save up a lot of money before we do any of that with Clown Town. I mean, I was saying Donutsville didn't get like any love or attention this episode, which is true. But I mean, we could set a policy for Donutsville which gives them something, right? That might be nice. Like, do we want to just like legalize marijuana in Donutsville to make up for the fact that Satansville has like a really cool sacrificial park? Possibly a statue and a sign. Bagelsville got the Bagelsville grill, and Donutsville got nothing. Okay, fine. We're going to do it. So recreational use. Allowing recreational use of controlled substances attracts more tourists, but also requires more police presence in the area. So we get a slightly increased tax income, which is great. That can probably offset the smoke detector distribution in Disney World, Florida. Moderately increased tourism, which, well, we've got a mall in Donutsville, so... that would be good, right? Slightly reduced crime rate. Slightly reduced? I think that's meant to be increased. Oh, and increases the police budget by 15% as well. All right, fine. There you go. This is for all my smokers in Donutsville. Everybody is now having a rip-roaring time in Donutsville because drugs have been legalized for recreational use. Not for distribution. I mean, it's got to be said. You can use it, but if you're caught selling massive quantities of weed in Donutsville, you're still going to get busted in a big way. But if you're just at the park, which, oh my God, I don't think there's like any cool parks in we're going to fix Donutsville. We're going to really like take some time to perfect Donutsville next episode, I think. I feel like Donutsville, poor Donutsville, has been left by the wayside. Has that burned down inside? It has. All of the smoke detectors that we just distributed to this whole area, and still a fire has burnt down a building. That makes me angry. All right, back to it. Donutsville, next time, it'll happen. We'll fix up Donutsville, and we'll continue to sort of expand out this way and make use of all this kind of stuff and everything. But so far, so good. Lots of power. Sewage treatment, okay. Sort of like hovering between those two figures. It's like going up and then down. Water availability is fine. We're good. We're looking pretty good. Whoa. Low okay, yeah, it's fine. Low crime. Crime rate's 4%. Education is not very good. Elementary school education is good. University is good. High school's not too bad. Elementary school is terrible. So we'll fix that next time too. Great. There's always so much stuff to fix, but I feel like today was a good day. And also now we have like this Rastafarian icon by Donutsville because we've enabled the recreational use. Is that am I allowed to say that? I mean, it's like a stereotype, isn't it? Because he doesn't actually look Rastafarian at all. He looks like a Lego guy with unkempt hair, but whatever. Anyway, great. I'll go back into the super crazy mode so that we can admire the fact that the pollution is slowly seeping out of the region, which is nice. And we now have this big, like, contaminated area thanks to burning garbage that nobody will ever be able to live in again. Much like Trashland up here. Excellent. Right. Well, we continue to improve, cut, change, and improve and expand and stuff. Sipsco Coast, everything seems to be going well. We're making money. There's people moving in. We're constantly expanding and stuff, and it's great. Excellent. Well, as usual, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.